So you know how we have countless wars going on around the world. The stock market is on the brink of collapse. There is a global trade war happening and we're on the brink of Armageddon. I thought it would be a perfect time to do a video on my spring 2025 wish list. Just some of the pieces that I'm looking to add to my wardrobe as we move into these warmer months ahead. So I've gathered all of us here today to forget our problems and to forget all of our worries, to forget all of our bills. If your boss is calling you, like, I want you to put everything on do not disturb. The kids, lock the kids away for this next, what's this going to be, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to forget all of our problems. We're going to talk about fashion because that really and truly is the only logical way to deal with all of these issues happening in the world right now. With that being said, here are some of the pieces on my spring 2025 wish list. Just some things that I found cool and that I found interesting and that I found stylish and that I think if I buy will make me happy, and if I consume and purchase will bring me inner fulfillment. So let's jump straight into it. We're gonna start off with trousers, and first on the list are these stunning garment dyed nylon tactile cargo trousers from 10C. 10C is an Italian brand and they essentially focus on a lot of these wardrobe staples, which I absolutely love. They use this garment dyeing technique and they use this textile called OJJ, which from what I understand, this fabric is exclusive to them. The best way to describe this fabric, it's kind of like a polyester / nylon hybrid, and the result is this jersey-esque fabric that almost feels very, very soft, but at the same time it's quite stiff as well. I actually do have a pair of shorts from 10C, which I've had for I think maybe 2 years. I would say they're one of the best shorts that I have just because the material is so breathable and it's so lightweight. I'm just a huge fan of this utility and this durability when it comes to trousers and when it comes to shorts and kind of like technical wear in general. First of all, I love the color. I love the fact that it's like completely snow white. I think it has a really nice kind of like relaxed cut. It's really not like a tailored trouser by any means. It's more so that kind of like relaxed, breathable sort of shape. And I love the really subtle details like the 10C logo and branding at the back, and then you kind of have these big pockets, which I really, really love. And I think it has a really nice shape. It kind of balloons out a little bit and then tapers back in as you get closer towards the ankle. I think the really cool thing about these trousers is that because they're so like lightweight and they have this kind of like breathable nylon fabric, it makes it one of those trousers that are perfect for the spring, because I feel like in the spring, one of the hardest things is like dressing in a way where you're not too hot and you're not gonna be too cold, because we know in a lot of places, especially here in Europe, the sun can be out, the sun can be shining like it is today, but as soon as you step outside, it's cold. It's a lie. So you can't really believe the weather a lot of the time. So I feel like when you find a pair of trousers like these, they're great because you know you're going to be able to breathe, and if it does get warm, you're not going to sweat and you're not going to, you know, be super sticky or anything. You can style them in so many different ways as well. Like there's so many styling opportunities with these. Next on my list are these towel shorts from Craig Green. I personally love shorts that come down below the knee. I just think it's a little bit more stylish, especially for men. If you're someone who's athletic or active or plays sports and you have maybe like more defined toned muscly legs, I think it's quite nice when you maybe just show a little bit, not everything, just a little bit. You know, for example, like you can really get those shorts that come up, you know, those hoochie daddy shorts that come up and show off all of your thighs and all of your quads. And it's like just a little bit more cool. It's a little bit more understated, in my opinion, to wear shorts that come below the knee. If I was to wear shorts like this, I wouldn't mind wearing a tank top. But it's like if you wear a tank top plus you have your shorts that like are showing off your quads, it's just a little bit too much. You know, it's too much. We're airing too much on the side of hoochie daddy, which is not a problem if that's what you're going for. If you're really going for the hoochie daddy look this spring, hats off to you and I wish you the best of luck. What I love as well is that it has this like like a towel detailing, I guess it is, that's like layered over the top of it. Definitely has this like Japanese aesthetic. Yeah, apparently you can actually detach that panel there at the side, which I think is really, really cool. The second pair of shorts that I'm really, really loving are these kind of like balloon shorts from Kiki. I think that's how you pronounce it. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Definitely has this comme des garçons type of vibe to it. What I really love about these shorts is that they are pinstriped. And I just feel like anything pinstripe automatically brings a level of sophistication to the garment. The shape and the style of these shorts are very playful, and the pinstripe gives it that little bit of sophistication, so it's a nice little like balance in between. I feel like because of that, and because of the way it's cut and the little pleats that go there at the waist, and the fact that you can put a belt there as well, I feel like that kind of gives you the ability to style these up if you want to, or style them back down. But I love that they're so versatile. My only gripe, my only issue with these is that they're navy. Like, if these were black, I would genuinely have this in my basket right now, but they're navy, and I'm not the biggest fan of navy personally. From what I can see, you can actually loosen the ties at the bottom, the drawstrings at the bottom. You can actually open it out and have a little bit more structure to it. But yeah, a lot of different ways that you can style these shorts, which I think is really, really cool. I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese brand, with like anonymous designers, which I think brands tend to do so well in Japan. It's like in Europe or in America, everyone wants you to know that it's their brand, but I feel like in Japan it's like people don't really care as much, and they'd rather have, you know, and you see so many different brands that are anonymous, or even if they don't say they're anonymous, it can be very difficult to find out who's behind it, you know, or who's running it, for example. The next thing that I'm really, really loving, and that is on my list, that I've been eyeing up for so long, is this dissected field jacket from Helmut Lang. I feel like this jacket is so stunning. I love how you can kind of like convert the jacket by opening that little zipper there at the waist and kind of like really expose this cropped finish if you want, or you can just have everything together and you can button it up and still have this structure, this more sophisticated structure. So this jacket also has like a concealed hood at the back, which looks like it's built into the zipper in the collar. So it's essentially ticking all the boxes, pretty much. It's stylish, it's functional, it has utility. What more could you really want? I could see myself having this for such a long time. You also have these interior straps so you can control the volume, which I think is one of the most interesting things that you can do with jackets, especially when it comes to maybe like a trench or a parka or a field jacket, just to create a little bit of a cinched waist, which gives it that proportion and which gives it that balance, takes a jacket to the next level. So if I'm not mistaken, this is from Peter Do's last collection. I think he would have worked on this collection. It does have a lot of Peter Do signature. The way that the drawstrings are just freely hanging down, that's very Peter Do-esque. The big dramatic collars, the sharp collars, very Peter. So yeah, this would definitely have been from around the time Peter was still at the brand. In terms of accessories, there are two accessories on my list right now. The first one is this backpack from Ader. This is one of those backpacks that you can pretty much just like sling on and go and still be stylish. The reason why I love this is because it doesn't actually look like a backpack. You know those like running weighted vests? It kind of looks like a vest, not a backpack. And I think that's really cool, even the way that the zippers are. So do you know what? I'm actually just get this, because I'm pretty sure when this video goes up, last time I did a wish list video, like I was joking in the video, like no one's gonna buy my wish list. And I literally went back and like a bunch of my things were like sold out within like a week or something. My focus this spring/summer is to really up my game in terms of accessories in the department of sunglasses. If you're anything like me and you have an excessively large cranium, it's very difficult for you to find sunglasses that are going to, you know, look nice and are going to fit your head and not look too small. Definitely tend to gravitate towards sunglasses that are sleek, sharp, minimal and edgy. This brand Kuboraum does this so well. It's a Berlin-based brand. They manufacture and produce in Italy. It's very much like this underground vibe. Like they don't even sell the products on the website. of course, you know, of course, you can't buy anything online. You have to go to Farfetch, or you have to go to Essence or wherever, or you have to go in store. They have quite a lot of in-store locations. They're a little bit more of an investment, I would say, but you do see Prada, Gucci, Dior, you do see a lot of like Tom Ford, you see a lot of these brands selling sunnies for like double or triple the price of these. So from a small brand, we'll call it an independent brand or an emerging brand, I think is pretty cool. Just some throwaway thoughts for my approach with my wardrobe this spring. I'm really looking for utility in my wardrobe. I feel like that's the most important thing when it comes to like dressing in spring. You'll see in, you know, a lot of the pieces on my wish list that pretty much everything has some sort of utility. And the reason why is just because, like I said, the weather is so unpredictable. When you have these pieces that are able to adapt and like maybe are waterproof or are nylon or are breathable, it just allows you to, I guess, have a smoother day. I'm so insufferable, but if I'm outside and I'm overstimulated or I'm too hot or I'm too warm, I just want to cancel everything and go home, you know. So it's really important that when I'm outside, I'm able to, you know, I'm wearing things that are comfortable and that are adaptable. I feel like when it comes to menswear, it tends to all kind of like almost look the same. When it comes to things like shorts, for example, sometimes it's great to look at more so the women's wear side of things. For example, even just Simone Rocha, like she typically has a lot of these really interesting styles for shorts. I think I mentioned before, because she's designing women's wear, but she also caters towards menswear as well. That femininity in her design language bleeds over to her menswear. It just makes it look different to most things on the market. I'm not gonna pull the trigger on everything here. Some things I will look for on secondhand sites and see if I can get like a steal or get a discount on them for sure. I definitely don't buy everything at full price. If it is something that is maybe not available anywhere else, then I probably would buy it full price. If I really wanted that thing, it's very important for me to say that you don't actually need to go out and buy like these specific items or these specific pieces. The whole purpose of this video is just for inspiration, you know, realistically. If you see something like this and you spot the same piece somewhere else at another brand for a lower price and it has like an element of that piece that I've just showed you, go ahead and buy it. You know, if you see something in the thrift or from Vinted, for example, at like a fraction of the price, but with some of those cool, quirky design elements, go and buy it. The whole idea is just to like open up our minds and see what's out there. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video on my spring 2025 wish list. Fingers crossed, let's hope and manifest that I get every single thing on this wish list, okay? Let's hope the stock market goes back up so I'll be able to afford everything here. But other than that, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I hope you have a beautiful April, and I'll see you guys very soon. All the best.